Hello there, this is Rachel Wilson Thibodeau, also known as the Swag Strategist and Leverage Your Brand Coach, coming to you with a brief video on marketing, and in particular, the importance of a marketing plan. Now, I'm usually talking about branding, which I love, but I also love marketing. And I know everybody out there does not, but I think if you really understand marketing, you'll come to love it too. But I want to talk about what's important in a marketing plan, what you need to have. It doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be frustrating. Marketing and branding are not the same thing, but they go hand in hand, kind of like peanut butter and jelly. But peanut butter and jelly are not the same things. See, get it? So what exactly do you need to have in your marketing plan? Well, again, it does not have to be complicated. There's just a few key questions that you need to answer in your marketing plan. One, who is your target audience? Who do you most want to work with? You have to get pretty specific here. It's not enough to say, I want to work with women, I want to work with men, I want to work with baby boomers, I want to work with professionals. Those are very broad groups. So you have to get pretty clear and get pretty specific about who is your target audience. What's their ages? Where do they live in particular? Do they work in a specific industry? Those are things that you want to determine about your target audience. Next, how will you reach them? And this is really where the core part of your marketing plan comes in. What are you going to use? What is most effective? Are you going to use social media? Well, I hope so. Are you going to use direct mail? You're going to use podcasts, audio. I mean, how exactly are you going to reach them? Networking. These are the kind of things that you have to determine. Social media, I just mentioned that. Social media has become such a huge part of our lives and such a huge part of business that it almost warrants having its own plan. So you really should have a social media strategy within your marketing plan, because you have to determine the best platforms to reach your target audience. Again, this is why you have to really get clear about who your target audience is. Facebook may not work well. Twitter may work better. LinkedIn may work better than Facebook. Or Pinterest may really be a key part, or should be a key part of your marketing plan. If you market to women, if women are a part of your target audience, then you probably want to include Pinterest, because most folks on Pinterest are women. So these are the kind of things that you have to get clear about. And then how will you keep your target audience? It's one thing to get a client. It's another thing to retain the client. And that is really critical. A lot of businesses fail because they do not have an effective strategy, an effective plan in place for keeping their customers. And then you have to answer, what makes you so great? What makes you unique? What makes you different? What sets you apart from everybody else? And if you can really answer that question, then the competition really doesn't matter, because you and what you offer will resonate with your target audience. So these are really the key things that you need to include in your marketing plan. It doesn't have to look like the picture here. It doesn't have to be a book or a binder and endless paper. It just needs to be a strategic plan to market to your audience, your community, your tribe. So again, this is Rachel Wilson Thibodeau of Swag Strategy Solutions, and I invite you to follow me on Twitter at Swag Strategist, and visit my website at www.swagstrategy.com. Again, that's www.swagstrategy.com. Take care.